Mm-hmm. And the other guy.
Hello. Can everyone hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Well, first of all, my name is Tom Conner. I'm the Director of Admissions here at Bridge Valley Community Technical College. And I don't know if she's right below me, but Hannah W.
Right here.
She's one of the admissions counselors, and we have Sarah Price over there. She's sort of like the producer of the Zoom thing we're having here. Okay, so thank you for joining. I appreciate for you to come. I see 4 more, but I don't see their faces. I want to thank you for considering Bridge Valley in your next step of higher education. You know, this is going to be the foundation for the rest of your life. We have a video that we're going to show you, a little introductory to, I think it's both of the campuses, or no, different video.
Introduction to applying in the West Virginia Invest Grant.
There it is. There you go.
Tom, I'm going to go around and mute everybody just so that there's not any interference. If you guys have a question, though, I do have the group chat pulled up. And if you have a question, I guess you could just like wave. I'm just wanted to let everybody know I'm going to go ahead and mute you.
Yeah, and we will be responding to questions after the video. So if you have any, drop them in the chat and we'll take turns answering them for you. Ooh, hold on just 1 second. All right, here we go.
Today I'm going to show you how to navigate some of the information provided on our website and how to apply for the West Virginia Invest Grant. So to start the process, you're going to want to go to www.bridgevalley.edu and you'll land on our homepage. If you're applying for the first time, you're going to go to the Apply Now button at the top. And you should see a section for continuing students that lists class schedules and contact information for our Dean of Students. And if you scroll down, you'll see a section for new and future students. If you're in high school and applying for college for the first time, this is where you'll want to be, and you'll click this link at the top to apply online for the first time. Make sure when you're filling out your application that you put in an accurate email address and phone number. We are sending out all contact information and letters via email due to COVID-19, so it's important to make sure that that application is accurate so we can reach you. If you want to go back to the homepage on Bridge Valley's website, you'll click the Bridge Valley logo on the top left corner. And to view the programs that we offer at Bridge Valley, you'll click the programs link. You'll scroll down and see associate degrees that we offer and also certificate degrees. We do also include a section for new programs on our website here. That includes our K9 Train the Trainer program, our Brewing Technology program, and our new Hospitality program. We do offer community education programs if there are certain skills you're wanting to learn. We also offer ACT and SAT test prep through community education. And we offer several workforce programs as well, such as our lineman training program. If you're interested in student affairs and student services, you'll click the student affairs link. You'll click student services here. And then you'll see a list of what we have to offer, such as accessibility services, career services, counseling services, our new Nest food pantry. We also offer veteran services and TANF support services. Okay. If you've applied and you've sent in your transcripts and your test scores and you are ready to register for classes, you're going to go back to our homepage and scroll down to the summer fall 2020 orientation registration link. You'll click at the bottom for the next steps. And then you will click this Register Blast link to schedule an appointment with an advisor. We are advising over the phone right now. And you will need your student ID number. So if you need that, give us a call and we'd be happy to give it to you. Okay. So now I want to show you all how to apply to the West Virginia Invest Grant. This grant is very important because the majority of our programs qualify for the West Virginia Invest Grant. You can find out all kinds of information by going to their website at www.wvinvest.org. And to find out if you qualify, you'll want to go to the How It Works tab and scroll down to the area that says, how do I qualify for a West Virginia Invest Grant? This section covers every requirement, including being a legal resident of West Virginia. You'll want to make sure that you complete your FAFSA, and you will be required to pass a drug screening before the start of each academic term and be willing to stay in the state of West Virginia for 2 years after graduation. If you are curious about whether the program you applied for at Bridge Valley qualifies, you can go to the Find a Program tab, and you'll want to scroll down and click the Bridge Valley Community and Technical College section. This will list everything that qualifies for the West Virginia Invest Grant at Bridge Valley. The last step is just applying. You're going to go over to Apply Now, and you'll see 2 boxes. You're going to want to click on the Apply for West Virginia Invests Apply Now button, and an application should pop up. It's a super easy application. It takes only about 5 minutes or so it's definitely worth applying. Okay, I'm just going to go back to our website really quickly and show you how to find any of our contact information. If you click the admission section, you can scroll down and find links for financial aid, tuition and fees, and applications. And when you scroll to the very bottom of the page, you'll also see a section with our information. We are working from home currently, but we're available via phone and email. So please give us a call at this number, 304-734-6600, or feel free to reach out via email at admissions@bridgevalley.edu. Thank you so much for sitting and listening to me. I hope that everyone is staying safe, and please feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions or concerns. Thank you.
Okay, so that's our video. So so we're open to any questions. Just drop it in the chat. Anyone?
All right, I have one. So this person says, I have applied already. Is there something else I need to do, or just wait to see if I get accepted?
Okay, as soon as you apply to Bridge Valley, we have an open door acceptance, an open door policy. So you're provisionally admitted. So that's until we receive all our documentation, like your final high school transcripts or college transcripts if you attended a previous college. Once we receive all that information, you will be a fully admitted student. Right now, then during the pandemic, we are sending out acceptance letters via email. And we send those out every Monday and Wednesday. So and we send it to the emails, not your Bridge Valley email, but your personal email that you did your application on. You might want to check your spam if you had sent your application in like a few weeks and still haven't received anything. And even if you don't see it in your spam, reach out to our admissions email, admissions@bridgevalley.edu, and say that you haven't received an acceptance email yet, and we will send you another one.
All right, we have some more, and we have 2 just come in. Sorry, the first one is the Accuplacer testing online or on site. Who do we contact about that?
Okay, I think I can answer that one. So the Accuplacer testing has been moved online just to accommodate everyone due to campus being closed. If you go to our website and you scroll down to the box that says orientation and registration, and you click on that, you'll come up with the application page, and you'll want to scroll down to, there's a link that says, I've already applied, next steps. Click on that next steps, and the Accuplacer link will come up. And you can schedule your Accuplacer there online, and you'll receive an email with a voucher for your Accuplacer test.
And kind of as a follow-up to that, if someone hasn't had the opportunity to take the ACT or SAT since it's been canceled due to the pandemic, is that going to be a problem for being accepted and registering for classes?
No, so the great thing is that we do offer that AccuPlacer online, and that can take the place of your ACT and SAT score. So if you go to that link, just schedule that and take that test. I believe that the first time you take it, it's free. So that will help us. You'll need that whenever you register for classes. Your advisor will use that to determine your math and English classes, but it's not a big deal. It won't affect your admission or acceptance.
I just have a question, just in case anybody's, hasn't really thought about this yet. So with the advising, how will someone know who their advisor is to help them register?
Okay, once you receive that email, once you're fully admitted, we send out like a next step email. And when you're fully admitted, you'll have your B number. It's tell you how to get onto your MyBridge account, and it'll also have the name of your advisor based on the program you have picked. So you'll have a B00 number. Your advisor will be, like we have one online now, Connie Kiefer. She does technical studies. If you're like in like the welding or computer science, Connie will be your advisor. You will hit that link, the link that has register blast, put your B number in, your name, you will pick Connie's name, and then the calendar will come up in a drop box. And the dates that are in bold numbers will have, those are the availabilities, and then time slots come up. Then you do the advising over the phone. You want to add something, Connie?
No, that sounds fine. And, our contact numbers are available for the Student Services Department. And like I said, you can feel free to call me. My number is 304-734-6618, and I can assist you with registering for the appropriate advisor.
And I will say, kind of to add on to that, for student services, pretty much anybody in admissions or student services, if you happen to come across one of our emails or phone numbers and you have a question about who your advisor is, but you're not quite sure, we have a system to where we know, depending on your major, who your advisor is for your very first semester. So feel free to reach out to any of us.
Is there an ice cream truck near?
There's actually an
All
ice
right,
cream
do we have
truck
any
here across the
questions?
street, but that's not that.
Okay. Okay, any more admissions questions? Any questions in general? Because we have, I see that we have people from financial aid, advising, student services all logged in right now. So any general questions that mom you might have, or a young person just getting out of high school?
Yeah, and I can unmute everybody if you'd like. If you can't type it in, I can unmute, or I think you can unmute yourself. Maybe.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Okay. All right. I enrolled with Jobs and Hope to get the ball rolling in this direction here. And like it says that my student aid, like it says that I've got to prove for stuff or whatnot. So from there, what do I need to do? Do I still need to contact people at Bridge Valley, or is that like all that I needed to do?
Jody, you want to chime in on that since your mic is off?
Jody?
Or Bonnie? She thinks she's not in. I just told her she's in.
We have a few more questions coming up too. So do we want to come back to this one whenever Jody's in?
That's fine.
Okay, so some more questions. If the AccuPlacer is there, then why do we need to submit the ACT or SAT scores?
Okay, I think I can probably answer that. If your AccuPlacer or your ACT, I'm sorry, and SAT scores are older than 5 years, then we do require the AccuPlacer just to kind of get a good gauge of where you're at and what classes to place you in. And sometimes some people don't test well. I know I don't. So you might take the ACT or the SAT and not feel like those scores accurately reflect your abilities. So we do offer that as an option for students to take it just to see what their score might be. It might be higher than the ACT and SAT, and that way we can just accurately gauge where to place you. Because the ACT and SAT are very long tests. You sit in there for a long time, and sometimes you're not on your A game. So we just want to make sure that we cover that for students and give them the opportunity to make sure that they're in the appropriate classes.
And if I could add, another reason as an advisor that we like to see all scores. So if a student has taken the ACT multiple times or has taken ACT, SAT, or the AccuPlacer, we will use, when we're looking at your English and your reading and your math, we will use the highest from each test that you took. So we will look at each test that you took and we'll give you the your placement upon the highest score from each test. So that's another reason that we like to see all of your test scores.
All right. Another one is I've already applied and been accepted, but I need to change my major. Is it too late? If not, how would I do that?
Okay, as far as change your major, being that we're all working from home, just send us an email to our admissions email. Put your name, and if you have your B number, put your B number. Say, this is the notification that I would like to have my major changed. Major you have, and then we'll reply back, okay, it's changed. Your new advisor is whoever it is. That simple.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Is Jody or someone on that can help with the jobs question?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
It's Bonnie.
Okay.
I had to restart everything. My microphone wasn't working. What exactly was the question?
I applied with Jobs and Hope, and the person that I was working with said that everything was completed on there. I didn't know if that only meant to a certain point, or now if I needed to speak with somebody to see where we go from there.
I'm actually not familiar with Jobs of Hope. What exactly is that? Is it
Jobs
a
of Hope.
scholarship?
No,
Jobs-
it's a transition agent that just helped get the ball rolling in the right direction, I guess. But I got an email saying I
So
could.
did they help you do your FAFSA? Is that what it is?
Yes, he did. That's what it was.
I would actually have you reach out to our financial aid office. We'll
Okay.
need to check to see if we need any forms or anything for you, which we can't do that via this live thing because we don't want everybody knowing your information. But you can
Right.
email the financial aid office. I can give you that email address.
Yes, please.
It's FinAid, and that's FINAID @bridgevalley.edu. And you can also call us at 304-205-6600 and select financial aid for the menu. And that way it'll actually roll through each of the financial aid staff until somebody that's available can answer your call, okay? And then we'll be able to
Perfect,
look
thank
and
you.
see if we need anything. Okay?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right. We have another question that came through. So why should a student go ahead and get registered now with their advisor instead of waiting until later in July?
Okay, I'll answer this and then Connie might want to jump in, but the biggest reason is just for class availability. I feel like there are certain classes, especially prerequisites, that you have to have for certain programs, and if you wait you might not be able to get a seat in those classes. So it's best to register as early as possible. And that way you can make sure that all of your financial aid is also prepared and ready to go at the start of the semester.
Are there any other, like Tom and Hannah, from your all's perspective, is there anything that would be important to, you know, first-time students that they should know that we haven't talked about?
I might add, I think it's important that everyone knows when you send your transcripts, they do have to come either from your school or a third-party system where you can order your transcripts online. We're not able to accept them directly from students and consider them official, especially on email. We can receive electronic transcripts, and that is a little bit faster, especially right now with the pandemic. The mail moves a little bit slower. But if you're emailing, say that, you know, the Board of Education is sending transcripts, they have to send them directly to us. They can't be sent to you and then come from you. They do have to be considered official in that way. So that's just something kind of like a tidbit that's good to know in case you're trying to get those transcripts into us.
All right, and the big ticket question, when is the campus projected to be open again?
Well, from what we're hearing so far, like you all know, certain classes have to have certain labs. That, and considering that they're predicting another spike in the pandemic, we're going to play on the side of safety. So we've moved the start date up 3 weeks, go straight 16 weeks to Thanksgiving break, then it's done. There will be certain select classes that will meet in person. And even at that point, it's going to be social distancing. Okay, so say you have a biology class and it's 30 people. They will meet, half that class will meet, say a Monday for their lab work, and the other half of that class will meet Wednesday for their lab work. We always got to think of our student safety. Now, hopefully, if a vaccine comes along during that time for the spring semester, we will be back in full swing again. But this fall semester, we have to take things slow and think for the safety of our staff, faculty, and our students.
And I will kind of add on that because, you know, my department being student life, it's going to look different this semester, but as Hannah has said, you know, we're all available electronically. There's still going to be things happening. We're still planning some trivias and, you know, a lot of things that we can do virtually without loading everybody down with Zoom meetings. But we are still planning a fairly active semester. So it's going to look a little bit different, but I'd still love to see your all's names, see you involved in things. And if you have any ideas, you can always send us an email. And we'd be happy to accommodate and you know, do some programming that you're actually interested in. So we do have a question, another one came through. So is there anything specific needed from someone who is homeschooled transitioning to being a student at Bridge Valley?
Yeah, so it's a similar situation to if you were in public school. The only thing that we will need from you is a final transcript. You'll want to make sure that your transcript that you send to us does include a final graduation date and has a GPA. We use the GPA for financial aid, and a signature from you know, a parent or whoever was over the homeschooling, and that can come directly from them, and we'll accept that as official. And as far as ACT and SAT, if you didn't do that, we can get you signed up for the AccuPlacer test online.
All right, so here's a question. Let's say you need classes before you start what you apply for. So, okay, so you're like in a program that requires the pre-classes, or you have to take a class before. Yes, y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, like prerequisites.
Prerequisite is the word I was looking for.
Can you say that again, please?
Yeah, I totally butchered that. I'm sorry. Okay, so let's say you need some classes before you can start your program. So like taking the prerequisites and everything. So how would that work?
Well, it's the same thing. Most of the classes that require prerequisites also require a separate application. So you would just apply to the school like you've done. And when you talk to your advisor, she will guide you through that pathway. Now, if you had applied for the fall semester and the class is available for the summer semester, we have a few late start summer courses, I think, coming up this week or next week. I'm not sure. I have to look at the chart again. You could call the advising section and say, I want to change my enrollment from fall to summer, and say it's an English or math class, and you have the scores to get into that class. They will get you into that class to get you a little jump start on your prerequisites. Make sense?
So here's a question. Maybe I'm the one to answer this. I don't know. So do we have plans for welcome day? Kind of like that final check with admissions and everything before class starts? Do I need to answer that myself?
I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
I
can you
think
answer that, Sarah?
isn't that your department, Sarah?
It is my department. I didn't know if you guys had the details. So just to let everybody know, typically we have a welcome day event that's the week before class starts on each campus. And it's kind of a final check. There will be people from admissions there, from financial aid. You can print your schedule. You can historically get kind of a tour of your classes and just, you know, come and get one final check of everything. If you have any nervousness or any pre-class jitters, kind of takes care of that. And this year we haven't completely released details for it yet, but there will be a physical welcome day on each campus, social distancing version of it. You can still make appointments if you need to talk to somebody in admissions or financial aid, but when the website is launched, you will have to make appointments in advance to meet with those individuals. But you can still kind of do like a drive-through event where we'll have t-shirts and some prepackaged Bridge Valley cookies, hopefully. So you can still kind of drive through and get some fun swag like you normally would, but it's just going to look a little bit different. But that is, I believe, August 5th and the 6th. I think it's August 5th on the South Charleston campus down at the ATC from 10 to 2, and then August 6th on Thursday from 10 to 2 at Davis Hall in Montgomery. So just kind of mark those dates down, save them, but you'll see a bunch of info about that as we head into July. Does anyone have any final? Oh, yes. Okay. What if a student hasn't been to college in a very long time and they have anxiety about it?
Want me to answer that one?
Sure.
Okay. First of all, take a deep breath. A lot of our students, the majority of our students are non-traditional students. When I say non-traditional, that's saying people my age, people who just didn't graduate from high school. Okay. I was a non-traditional student. We have student services, student support center. We have an on-campus counselor for when things get kind of overwhelming. There's some place for you to go and to talk to somebody about it. Okay. If it's more than what she can handle, she does a lot of referrals. And we have a student success center, and the name speaks for itself. We want you to succeed once you become a student with us. So just take a deep breath. You're not the only one in that situation, and we will help you get through it with no problem. Guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and seriously, feel free to reach out to any of us. Tom, Hannah, myself, Connie, any of the advisors, pretty much any of the staff. if you have any questions. There are no stupid questions. Feel free to reach out and ask us individually. If you think of stuff after this, maybe you didn't want to ask for whatever reason, or you just didn't think of it, feel free to reach out to us. We're here to help you, and we want to make sure that you have a wonderful experience with us so that you can be successful in whatever it is you want to do. So we're really here for you. So don't worry.
Yeah, if I could add, that's what I tell all of my new advisees. I say, we have a large staff in our student services area, and any of us can be your go-to person from the beginning until you graduate. So no questions too small, too big. Anytime you need a question, just reach out to us. And if we don't know the answer, we'll point you in the right direction, and we'll make sure that you get your answer.
I will add, oh, okay. All right, can you give an example of what online classes are like? Like what the format is? Do you meet online, or is it mostly learn from the book with online testing? What does online learning look like?
This fall, we're testing out several different kind of methods. So some of the classes will be more of the traditional online class where you learn from the book, you do online discussions, and you do your online testing. Other classes will be a little bit different, and we'll be doing like Zoom lectures essentially. So you will show up on Zoom at the same time that your class would have been, and you'll listen to a lecture from your professor. So that's a little more interactive. So there will be a couple of different methods. It won't all be just learn from the book yourself. We're trying to figure out ways to work with our students in the different ways that our students learn. Tom, do you have anything to add?
No, those are the three methods, aren't they? There was three methods.
Yeah, it's online, which is a completely online traditional class where you log in, and so you log into Blackboard under your MyBridge account, I think. Is that how you access Blackboard? Yes, okay. So you log into Blackboard, and everything is on there. So depending on how the professor organizes it, there might be different chapters, different sections. There'll be a syllabus on there, but everything will be kind of a learn at your own pace as long as you get assignments in and exams done by the due date. So that's kind of online. And then there is what's called, the mixed system, which is
blended.
Yes. So it's you still log on. So like if your class says that it's Tuesdays and Thursdays at 9:30 in the morning, you're still going to log on. It'll be kind of like a Zoom like this, and you'll still log on for your lecture. You'll still get to interact with your professor and with your classmates, but the actual submission of work will be through Blackboard online. And then we also have remote, I believe is the other one. And is that the one where it's on campus? Or did I miss those up? Hold on. We just posted about this today on the Facebook page.
Remote is where they're going to be watching the live lecture from home.
Okay, my bad. So remote is what I just explained to you. And then the mixed delivery is where if you have a class that requires hands-on learning, so you're in like the nursing program or welding, medical lab tech, one of those types of programs, and you require online learning, it will be scheduled out to where your labs are on campus. And I'll kind of add to that. I wish Tina was on here. So Tina Spalding is our director of student success. And so if you ever find that you're in need of tutoring, you need a little bit of help. I know online learning can be very daunting for people. Some people learn excellent like that. Some people kind of struggle with it. And that's totally fine. We understand that. As Hannah said, we're definitely working with our students. We want to make sure that you succeed. So if you find yourself in need of a little extra help, you can definitely reach out to Tina. We have an online tutoring program, and she's there to kind of help you get what you need to make sure that you stay on top of everything. I will kind of add, and if anybody has any questions, feel free to type them in or just unmute yourself. But I will add, as a new student, you definitely want to pay attention to your emails. So once the semester starts back up, I'll be sending emails from the Office of Student Life every week with kind of like a schedule rundown. Here's what's happening this week. So if we have any events going on, You can check that out if it's something you want to attend. A lot of times we send out just updates in general to your student email, so please get in the habit of checking that daily. And then also follow, we have a Facebook page and an Instagram account. So the Facebook is the Bridge Valley Division of Student Affairs, and that's our more active account. So we post a lot of upcoming events. We're posting things about these Talk to Us series. So definitely follow that. It's the Bridge Valley Division of Student Affairs Facebook page. And we also have the Bridge Valley CTC Instagram. That's the handle, just Bridge Valley CTC. So make sure you follow us on social, because we do post a lot of information on there.
Yeah, and I want to add too, before we kind of wrap up, if we decide to wrap up, we do send out weekly tracking letters. Essentially, it lets you know what we need for your admission, your application to fully admit you. We're sending those out to your email address. The tracking letter should be to your student email address, but as Tom said before, we're sending out acceptance letters to your personal email that you put on your application. If for some reason you're not receiving those, email us at the admissions email and let us know, and we'll make sure that we have the correct email on file for you and that you get those.
And I'm going to post in the chat what the social links are. So hang on, let me get this up here to everyone.
Okay, while she's doing
I'm sorry.
Okay, while she's doing that, I seen that the registrar had posted something just to bring to your attention. He wants you to also know that even though you're not in class at a certain time, you can still get in touch with your instructor through the Blackboard or through the email. The email is the most important thing that you have to get in a habit to do. What I tell students, if you can link it up to your phone, that's the best thing to do, because you get assignments, you get all kind of notifications on your email. And to get in, for those of you who haven't logged into your MyBridge account, all it is you go to our website, bridgevalley.edu, and the very first link on the top says MyBridge. You click on that. Okay, you put in your B number, then your 6-digit birthday. Say if yours is April 12, 1966, it'll be 041266. Then you'll get prompted to change the password to whatever password you want. Okay? Once you do log into your MyBridge account, since you became a student, you've been getting emails in there. So there'll be emails in there already. Okay? So that is, as a first attendee student, get to that MyBridge account. You can see everything on that. You can see your financial aid. You can see the cashiers. You can see your grades after this semester is over, your unofficial transcripts, everything that you might be looking for the school. Your tax form will be on that MyBridge account. So it's the B number and your 6-digit birthday. Sarah already posted the Instagram and the Facebook social media accounts.
Yeah, so there's the main school one, which is the Student Affairs Facebook, and then I also gave the Student Government Facebook. They're starting to get pretty active on that again, so that'll be a lot of info for upcoming events. And then we also have the 2 Instagrams.
Mm-hmm. And I also see Hannah also put the admissions email on there. admissions@bridgevalley.edu.
And if anybody's watching the replay, I don't know if you can even see the chat. I'm not quite sure how that works, but just to kind of recap, the Facebook page, which is the Student Affairs Facebook page where most of our content is posted, is facebook.com/BridgeValleyCTC. The Student Government Facebook account is facebook.com/SGA Bridge Valley. The main Instagram account is @BridgeValleyCTC. And the SGA Instagram account is @SGA Pathfinders. Are there any final questions? All right. Final words, Tom, Hannah?
Thanks for joining us and sitting through all of our first trial run with this Zoom thing.
Yeah, you guys were the guinea pigs like we were.
Let's see. When is the next one?
Next Tuesday.
Yeah, next
Tuesday.
Yeah. Yeah, the 16th at 12, and that is with financial aid and the West Virginia Invest. So they'll go more in depth about how to pay for college, answer your financial aid questions, and walk you through the Invest program more in depth.
Mhm. Feel free to reach out to us if any questions come up that you think of later that you couldn't think of now.
And Jordan, our registrar, just sent in the chat to everybody the registrar's email. So it's registrar@bridgevalley.edu. So if you have any questions like how to change your major, if you need to transfer and request transcripts, or if you decide right now is not quite the time and you want to begin the withdrawal process, and pretty much anything else you have kind of related to that, you can email the registrar's office. And this video, we have been recording it, so it will be up on YouTube probably in the next couple of days. So if you missed anything, you want to go back and watch it, you can.
Okay.
Well, normally I would say I'll see you on campus, but hopefully after you get this first term out the way, I will get to see you in January.
Yep.
All right, and thanks for attending.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.